There's the time and date. Hello, it's that time and date, and this is going to be a quick one because I'm going to keep them to 10 minutes because I've got a time going over here. Well, where do I start? I better make this quick. I've had another reply from Julie, the corporate complaints person, pushing me up to stage 3, i.e. going to the Housing Ombudsman and refusing to answer any of my questions. Well, I've emailed my MP, Ian Duncan Smith, and my councillor, Ros Dorr, and neither of them have responded to me. The system's totally out to stop people like me from actually asking questions. And if no one helps me, then I've got to wait 8 weeks to actually put a formal complaint into the Housing Ombudsman. And at the moment, no one is helping me. So, there we are. Been cold today. I've turned the heating on. The boys next door are asleep. Mental health is down to -3. I've been playing about on the laptop, working out some bits for changing the titles and that. I'm actually going to do this in multiple subtitles. Now I've worked out how subtitles work on YouTube, which is dead simple. Then I'll convert this into a few languages. Probably starting with Spanish and Polish, because a few of the people that I know speak those languages, and it might help them. But I'll try and translate it into as many languages as I can, probably half a dozen initially. I didn't realise that YouTube actually auto-generated English subtitles for you anyway. So all it is a matter of changing, importing that text and then getting it translated. Have a quick read through it, especially since it's only going to be 10 minutes now. 7 minutes to go. What else is happening? I've left it late for my shopping. I've got a shopping list done for tomorrow. I normally have it done during the week, but I couldn't be bothered at all this week. So I just need to think about what I need for tomorrow. I'm not sure if I need milk. That's the question. I'm also looking at replacing my Brita water filter with something a bit stronger. Not sure which one to go with, because I want something that takes the scale out of the water, or at least the majority of the scale. It doesn't. I use this for my coffee machine with Tassimo, and it seems to be needing descaling as often as if I was using tap water. So I don't think the Brita filter cartridges are working. But we shall see. I'm also looking at mud guards and a pannier rack, a cargo rack for the bike. Because when we go into lockdown, I want to have a decent bike to actually ride around. Because when we're in lockdown, that's the only time I can actually get out. Even though last time we were in lockdown, I couldn't get out because I was afraid of my neighbours. To say I'm not so afraid of my neighbours isn't true. I just can't be arsed with it now. If they're going to do things, they're going to do things. I've got a phone in my hand. I'll record them if they do anything. They know I'll record them if I do anything. But the worst bit of my life so far is Waltham Forest Council. They're refusing to answer any questions. They give me a load of bullshit, but they don't explain any of it. It's like, well, we've given you our response, then take it to the Housing Ombudsman. You're going to have to wait 8 weeks, so we don't care. For 8 weeks, you've got no power. For 8 weeks, you have no rights. For at least 8 weeks. Why isn't Ian Duncan Smith doing anything? Why isn't my councillor doing anything? Why aren't anyone responding to me? It's bullshit. They help people that don't need help. But people like me that actually have infringements of their rights No one wants to know. Not even the local press. That's what I don't understand. I've copied in Waltham Forest Echo again, but they don't respond. And when I get them on the phone, they don't want to talk to me. I must remember the alcohol. I'm going to need it this weekend, I think. What else is happening? Gina contacted me yesterday. She's still looking into this care plan. But like I said to her, if it was 35 hours a week, I don't think it'd be enough. Because the care that I need, and which DWP don't think I need, the care that I need is someone to actually get the council to, because it is the council making me worse. Up until 2 years ago, I was improving slightly. I've got a new start, a new place, and then I started hitting problems with my housing. And they refused to answer direct questions. Like I said in previous emails, they wouldn't even answer a straight question about are people with dogs in flats allowed to have dogs in flats that haven't got a garden. It's a simple question, it's yes or no. Sharon, the woman that was over at the forum about 16 months ago now, took a time day, she took 4.5 minutes not to answer the question, and then when I pointed out to her that she hadn't answered the question I put to her, because you know what politicians are like, oh, let's answer a question close to the subject so it confuses them, so they think the question's been answered, but we haven't actually said anything. Well, I'm not that stupid. And then she said, well, it depends on circumstances. Well, that's hardly a yes or no, is it? So, Friday tomorrow, again. Coming up to the weekend, again. Still finding it a struggle to find anyone to talk to me. The more I have to have literally dozens of people on my phone at any one time just to hope that I get a conversation at some time. Most people are happy with 2 or 3 and they can talk to them. But I literally have to have dozens in the vain chance that someone will hold a proper conversation rather than a few sentences and then suddenly blank you like I get all the time. And it's getting, my mental health state is going down. I better watch time. I've got 2 minutes left, so I better hurry up. I've got a Facebook page set up as well. I'm going to try and put that on the end of these titles. I think I've got some Instagram accounts and that set up as well. I'm going to have to put all this on the end so that if you want to keep track of all this, then you can go to Facebook, subscribe to the page for these diary entries. And basically you will get notified every time I upload on Facebook. If the notifications on, if the notifications on YouTube aren't working, at least you will see them on Facebook. Anyway, like I said, I'm keeping it under 10 minutes because most people don't make it to 6, so I'm going to keep it to 10. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, pass the word on. If you've got any comments, please put them underneath, and I try to answer all my comments. I don't want anything that's bigoted or racist or anything to do with religion or God. You can put comments about what I've discussed, comments about me, but I just block people that put anything about, well, I'll pray for you and things like that. Don't want it. I'm not a religious person, don't believe in that sort of stuff, and I don't want it all over my Facebook or YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.